Hello, everybody. My name is Zafira Castaño. I am the president and co-founder of IMP Foundation and a faculty at Harvard University. And it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to the International Mentor Program calendar year 2017-2018 on behalf of my team and all of us. This year, every year, this project is keeping growing and growing, not only in number of mentors, interests, universities, or countries. As an example, this year we are giving a warm welcome to the University Politécnica of Catalunya and the International University of La Rioja, who are joining this unique educational and scientific project in the world. Also, we want to thank our collaborators and supporters who are making possible this dream. And for this reason, we want to encourage you to keep dreaming. Sometimes the dreams become true. It's my pleasure to introduce IMP's program directors 2017 and 18. Some of them, you will see them along all of this presentation. We are right now at Harvard University in Boston, United States, and we are connecting hundreds of people from different continents in the world who want to be forming part of this platform of talent in the world. First of all, we have Rosario Fernando Godino, who is the director of the communication, Daniel Navarro and Abel Suarez, who are recording in this moment the event. They are the directors of IT. And then myself, Zafira Castaño, the executive director of IMP, Maria Soriano and Rosa Breton, who are co-directors of IMP Biomedicine, Joaquín López Herraiz and Borja Peropadre, who are the co-directors of IMP Engineering, Abel and Javier, who are the directors of IMP Economics Entrepreneurship. In the international expansion, we want to welcome also all of the leaders who are starting the expansion of this pioneer project in the world. They are leading the expansion in Portugal, Ana Cadete, Vicente Parot in Chile, and also we want to welcome and say hi to other leaders who are working in the expansion to Bolivia and to Montenegro. All of them, in collaboration with Borja Santos, the director of the international expansion, will make possible this dream expanding to other countries and continents in the world. So this is what we are going to talk today: relevance of mentorship, what is IMP at IMPHAE, IMP 2017-18. Program directors are going to give you a special welcomes. And finally, we are inviting an IMP mentee from the last year who has been participating in that project, in this project. This mentee, like you, was 1 year ago looking at this project, watching this, launching this kickoff event from home, and right now is living a dream in Boston and doing an internship. So it's my great pleasure to introduce Jesus. Jesus Baez is a senior scientist at the big pharma APIE. He was studying MD medicine in Venezuela, and he came to Boston almost 13 years ago. He did a first training like a postdoc at Harvard University, here where we are, and also he was doing a second training at Boston University. And finally, he has been working for 4 years, making the transition from academia to the industry. And he has a lot of things to share with us. It's really a pleasure to welcome you. And I know that these students, these next generations are going to learn a lot from you, like all of us. Thank you for joining us.
"12 years ago, I was sitting in a room just across the street for my first introduction as a postdoc here at Harvard University. Something that you have to understand, it's me being there was an amazing opportunity. But more than an opportunity, it was an amazing point in my life. Just think about it. A guy from a third world country, from an international unknown university, will be sitting in the best university in the world. I was sitting there looking at the place in excitement, so beautiful, well organized. However, my brain was in another place. It was there thinking, am I going to be successful here? I am sure that I'm the dumbest person sitting in this room looking all at the smart looking people around me. And don't ask me what they were talking about. My brain was always thinking in the difficulties that I will be facing in the years to come. We all want to be successful in life. We want to be happy. We want to succeed. We want to enjoy and grow old. But now more than ever, we link happiness with the work we do. We see our values as a human being if we follow our professional dreams. So if you come and you train in another country that is not as lucky as this one, has the resources that this one has, you feel that you're in a disadvantage. So your level of self-esteem as a professional for sure is lower. What's the problem with that? Is that professionally you always compare yourself to someone else. For sure, it doesn't matter if you study economy, engineering, biomedical science, or any basic science. The level of expertise will be very different where you come from. If I compare my country, Venezuela, with Spain, for sure Spain is 100 times better than the academic knowledge that I have. And I'm sure you, if you're in Spain or in Portugal or whatever you are seeing right now, you're asking the same question. If I compare my education to Harvard Medical School or the MIT, I'm sure you think that is lower. So indeed, it might be. But no matter where you are, you have the foundations to execute your profession at a certain level. However, even if you are here in this university, you will learn how to be a professional, but they don't teach you how to be successful. And that's a very different point of view. You can learn everything, spend your time learning new techniques, new equations, new protocols to do something, a novel way to approach a scientific question. But that doesn't gonna make you successful. It might, but if you need good communication, if you need to be a good presenter, or you need to be a good writer, doing an experiment is not gonna do it for you. You need to expand yourself and become a well-rounded professional. Therefore, the key, or one of the aspects for success, is not only to devote your time to be the best professional you can be, whatever you are, but is to avoid living experiences that will not lead to success. How do we get that information? Who gives us that information? For sure, your teacher in economy or in basic science won't spend 3 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours of their year class telling you you should do this because that's going to make you find a job. That's not his duty. His duty is to give you the foundations to be a good professional. Then that place where we get that information is with people that has been living the life that you want to be. Someone that is older than you and his experiences have led him or her to be in a position you dream to be at. And then that person is going to tell you the experiences that they have lived and what they've done to get there. I've been coaching for the last 4 years many people. I've coached undergrad students, graduate students for the main universities in the world. I've coached physicians. I've coached professors that are in different areas of the world and different areas of expertise. And they all have the same question. Where do I go from here? What are my chances to succeed? So it's amazing that you have a range of people that are just finishing college and they're 30 years after they finished college and they have the same question. I'm going to give you a couple examples of what that coaching is all about and what mentorship is all about. And I will tell you what I think is a good mentor, what is a good mentee, and I will finalize to tell you a couple stories that hopefully will motivate you to engage the great opportunity to have a mentor that will guide you for a year to make you a better professional, and hopefully a better person. I was coaching a professor in physics from one of the best universities in Europe in that area. It will be the equivalent of the MIT in Europe. And his challenge was to keep going up in the scale of being a professor. He's already an associate professor. And he told me, I want to find ways to get better. And I said, what else do you want? You work in Europe. You work also here in the United States in one of the best engineering schools of that field. How can I help you? I'm a physician. I don't know anything about physics. And he said, well, maybe you can give me a few pointers to be better. I said, sure, let's meet. We spent 15 minutes talking, and I couldn't hear him at all. And we were only 3 feet apart. It's a meter away. His problem wasn't his knowledge. His problem wasn't his acumen as a physicist. His problem was his ability to speak, to tell people who he was, how to value himself as an individual. You're a professor, you should be able to teach. So he came with a question, and the answer was not what he was expecting. He was expecting for me to tell him, you should do this and that to get better at your profession. No, what he needed was someone who would teach him how to talk. So sometimes the impairment for your success is not where you think it is. It's something else, and a mentor is there to do that. A few months back, I was struggling with one of my mentees. She wanted to do the transition from academia as a postdoc, then to go to pharma. And she thought that the way to do it was very particular. After a year of work, I had to sit down and say, if you want to do this, you have to trust me. I've been doing this for years, and the way you think we're going to do this is not going to be successful. Not because it doesn't make sense, it's just because it's not the way it works. She applied for one position, gave one presentation, and got a job. She didn't get the job because she was, on paper, the best candidate. She was equally good as many others, but she knew what she had to say, what was needed for her to get that position, because she had a group of people mentoring her how to get there. What is a good mentor? You're going to be matched with someone that you don't know. Maybe someone that is not in your area of expertise. But a mentor is a person that is willing to share his or her skills, knowledge, and expertise without withholding anything back. It's completely open to share the good and the bad experiences, so they're vulnerable to you. But in order for them to be vulnerable, you need to be vulnerable as well. You need to give the same energy that you're expecting from them. A mentor has to have a positive attitude and should become a positive role model. That person should be, for that year, a hero for you. That person should give you the energy and the motivation to say, this person knows what he or her or she's talking about, and I will follow those steps. A mentor should be truly invested in the mentee's success. It's a person that actually cares about them. It cares about the professional and the personal future of that individual. They should provide achievable and meaningful challenges while valuing mentees' opinions and point of view. And this is a very particular point. A mentor should give you challenges. They're not solutions. Solutions are not a tool for learning. Challenges and being invested in creating your own tools to be successful is what a good mentor should do. And the last attribute in my experience, and I've been a mentee for many years and I've been a mentor for many years, is to set a good example. A mentor walks the walk and talk the talk, which means this expression is that they say what they mean and they achieve those goals and they really believe in those. And they have to accept the challenges to be a mentor. It's not easy to be a mentor. It's devotion of time, it's emotional interest, and they have to be engage in that. And trust me, all the mentors that you're going to be meeting in the next year have these qualities and more than these. However, what is the responsibility of a mentee? What do you need to bring to the table for this experience to be meaningful for you? The first thing that I notice is that sometimes mentees don't have a clear and deep perception of who they are. And they don't know what are the objectives they need for the process. So before you start this, take your time to know a little bit yourself. Reflect upon what you want and bring those objectives to the first meeting and commit to them. Try to trust the mentor's advice. There's a reason why they're there. There's a reason why they're successful. There is a reason why they're key in the fields of expertise they are. Accept the challenges they give you, and please fulfill the goals and communicate properly what you want. And if you have a question, they're there for you. You need to bring the ability to lower your own opinion. If you're struggling, maybe your own opinion is not the best one. Be open to receive something else from them. And if you engage into that challenge, you will be certainly successful. Leave your arrogance on the side. And trust me, I'm guilty of that. It's super, super hard to say, hey, I've been studying for 20 years on this field. I know what I should know. If you knew, you wouldn't be there. So leave that arrogance. Be respectful. Be punctual. Take the mentorship as a priority in your life. And for this year, you will learn not only as a person, but also as a professional. Finally, try unconventional approaches to succeed. The recipe for success is the same recipe for love, it's the same recipe for happiness, it's the same recipe for losing weight. We all know the answer. Just imagine, you're overweight. What do you need to do? Eat healthy, less calories, and exercise. Everyone knows that. So how come we are so heavy? The reason is there's a human factor. The human factor of, well, I will start next Monday, and this is the last meal, so I have to eat a lot. We do that with the profession. We sabotage ourselves. So bring that unconventional approach and humbleness to this mentorship program, and you will be successful. I want to give you 10 attributes for success, what I've learned in these many years in this field, and I have more than 25 years working, in the biological sciences. Keep your word at all cost and develop strong values. If you don't have strong values and you say something but you don't commit to it, I can tell you that you will fail not only as a person, but also as a human being. Know yourself and accept who you are. Accept your weaknesses, because accepting them is the only way for you to move on and conquer them. Be constantly curious. If you're in this field of economy, management, anything you want to do, you need to be looking for information and eager, hungry for that. Pay attention to small details. We think that the big breakthroughs in sciences or art or anything we do is discover the big thing. No, it's paying attention to the small thing that no one else pays attention to. Change as soon as you feel comfortable. If you think that you've been in a position for 5 years and I'm good here, that's the first sign that you have to change and you have to move to learn something else. Invest half of your time learning activities outside of your area of expertise. This is fundamentally important. If you just go deep in your area of expertise, but you don't know how to communicate, you don't know how to write, you don't know how to be a professional that can work with other professionals from other areas, you're not going to be successful because you're going to be isolated. You need to extend your hands and your knowledge to other people in order to be successful. Keep your physical and mental health. I'm not going to touch on that, but you guys know what I mean. Focus on your personal development. Avoid criticism. Avoid the gossip. Avoid comparing yourself to someone else. They're so different than you. They come from different places. So please Focus on your development. Do only the things you love. If you don't have passion for what you do, you know where you're going to get, and that's going to be failure. And volunteer intensely all the time. Give something to the world, because that's the real meaning of life. You have to finalize my conversation with you guys. The duty, the responsibility to be successful. Not only for you, but for the people that don't have the opportunity you have now. Think about it. You are the top 1% of individuals of this world that have the chance and the gift to have a diploma that allows you to change the world, allows you to create knowledge that could impact everyone else around you. And that 99% of the people in this planet don't have that opportunity. So go ahead, cherish this opportunity. And if you don't want to be successful for you, do it for someone else. I want to finish with a story that I heard from a Venezuelan humorist from Spanish heritage. Laureano Marquez is his name. And this is a story of the hummingbird. There's a fire in the jungle, and the fire is eating all the jungle, and all the animals are running away from the jungle. The monkey is sitting on a branch of a tree, and he's looking all the animals run away. But there's one animal, the hummingbird. He's flying to the closest pond from the jungle, and with his small beak, he takes a little drop of water and flies from the pond to the fire over and over again. The monkey stops the hummingbird and tells him, "Do you think you're gonna extinguish this fire with that little drop of water?" The hummingbird says, "I don't know. I'm not sure. But I'm convinced that I'm doing the right thing." Life is just like that. Sometimes you will be the monkey. Sometimes you will be the hummingbird. But when the opportunity is there, be sure you are ready to do the right thing. Cherish this opportunity. I would love to be in the place you are now. I never had the opportunity to have mentors to guide me through the process of failures, and I had many. 12 years ago, I was sitting in a room just across the street from here. 5 years later, when I left this institution, a lot of my fears came true, but also some of my dreams. Keep dreaming. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you very much for this truly inspiring speech that you gave us. I'd like to echo a few things just to ensure that we keep the theme going. You know, a mentoring relationship clearly is based on full trust, full engagement, curiosity, and valuing it as the most valuable asset that you can ever have. And certainly to be able to improve yourself, you know, make sure that you keep challenging yourself, that you also keep developing yourself, and ultimately that you take that as a treasure, because everything that you accomplish has to be the thing that you most value in life. So certainly, thank you very much for that. And I would, you know, echo that if you guys are curious and you guys want to ask questions to Jesus, ensure that you guys use the opportunity, because he's going to be available for the next 2 hours online to receive questions. So, you know, be like the cat, be curious, ask questions, and ensure that, you know, you get your answers. And on another technical note, you know, if you guys want to ask any questions to the presenters during this kickoff event, make sure that you also ask the questions. They're going to be live. They're going to be engaging with you guys. So make sure that you use the chat that you have available to ask the questions. And then I'm sure that you will be amazed by the answers that you get. So thank you very much for this opportunity. Hi, everyone. My name is Javier Sanz Fernandez. I co-lead the Economics and Entrepreneurship program along with Abel Fernandez. And I'm really proud and excited to be here today, standing before you and being able to talk about a few things that we're going to touch upon in a minute. I'm also excited to be part of the IMP family. This is truly an honor, not only from an opportunity for me to give back to the community, but also because I think I'm learning a lot every day with the people I work with and also with the people I try to help and support. So certainly it is an honor. And before I start, talking about what I'm going to cover today, what I'm going to say is just a quick introduction to myself. I work as a management consultant at State Street. It's one of the largest custodian and asset managers in the industry, in the financial industry. And I basically solve business problems, and I do it for financial executives. So what I'm going to be talking about today, I'm going to be covering what the International Mentoring Program, IMP, in its acronym is all about, and within the IMP Foundation. And I'm going to touch upon a few major features that are very important for you guys to take away. But before delving into this topic that we have at hand, I'd like to say a few words that I think are very important, just to put things into perspective. I believe, particularly mentees, you guys are going to embark on a journey that I think it's one of a kind that's going to be bound for you to transform yourselves, not only as a person, but also as a future professional. That's something that you need to keep in mind. You're going to be able to tap into a vast amount of resources, from qualified professionals who probably were like you, some years ago, and they needed that help. You guys have that help, that support. Make sure that you take it and keep it, because what you're going to be able to do is benefit in the long term, and ultimately you're going to bring that international component to your profile that a lot of people are striving to get. So you guys have the opportunity. So with that in mind, you guys are going to be on the receiving end. So I want you to think about, once you go through the year, to make sure that when you are on the giving end, you think of ways to give back to the community. Think of ways to become an agent of change for others. So what is IMP? IMP is a truly amazing, innovative, and pioneering education project in which the commodity is the mentoring and the professional advice that transfers between mentors to mentees, and the relationship that is created throughout the relationship during the time mentors and mentees engage with each other. I believe it is a truly platform in which individuals with the right mindset come together to help each other, and that's important. Come together with the right mindset to help each other. It features many things. I'm not going to touch upon everyone, but mentoring 101, webinars of relevant topics that help in the professional development of the people who are part of the program, and ultimately offers placements at the most prestigious institutions in the world for people who actually benefit from the program. So it indeed represents, particularly for mentees, for you guys, a ticket to success. So what I'm going to say is, you might as well fasten your seatbelt, sit back and enjoy the ride. And before turning to other pieces that I want to touch upon today, I'd like to use an analogy to make sure that we sink in this topic. So I'm sure, particularly you guys, perhaps my generation, younger generations, I'm sure you guys, if not all, most of you, at some point you've played video games. I'm sure you have, right? So probably you are aware of you understand the concept of leveling up. You need to level up to either kill the princess, to save the princess, kill the monster, or even just make sure that you finish the game. So in life, when you have goals, you need to be able to develop yourself, to accomplish those goals. You need to level up, you need to improve. So like in Super Mario Bros., when little Mario, eat the mushroom item and he becomes bigger and he can save the princess, think of IMP as your mushroom that you can eat to become better and move on to the next level in your professional career. So let me just continue. So like in any game, like any movie, any TV show, everyone obviously watches, movies and TV shows. A key component of it is having key actors and key players. So obviously IMP could not exist unless we had the key actors who are, mentees and mentors. So on one hand, mentors are, highly qualified Spanish professionals from different fields, biomedicine, technology, physics, engineering, economics, business, like mine, working at the most prestigious institutions in the world. And they were in the same shoes, They were wearing the same boots that you're wearing right now, but they were able to actually, with perseverance, discipline, and tenacity, they were able to pursue their dreams, and they accomplished their dreams. So their role is, in a nutshell, to empower, to inspire, to help, and to connect on a personal level, to be able to understand what each mentee needs to or wants to accomplish, and how to help them go from zero to hero. And on the other hand, on the receiving end, as we said before, we have mentees. And before even talking specifics, I'd like to say, you guys are the up-and-coming young talent in our beloved country. And certainly, for us, it is a great opportunity to be able to create this platform to help you guys go from, again, zero to hero. So, more specifically, mentees in this program are undergrads from the last year and graduate students from both master's and PhD programs, and from universities, various universities that have established partnership relationships with Impagen. What I'm gonna do now to finish my talk is I want to talk about the impact that I believe IMP is making and how different outlets, have echoed on the impact and how far-reaching it is. So, for example, we've published different papers in different outlets like El País, like Nature Biotech, and also the European Commission. They've been echoing on how powerful this program is, not only at the mentee level, which the effects are long-term and extremely positive, but also at the country level, because you can see that from an intellectual, professional, and socioeconomic perspective, there are certainly benefits that can be realized, and the country actually gets value back after having invested so much money and so many resources during your life in you and in the institutions that can actually help you get from, again, zero to hero. So, but before I give the floor to my colleague Tari to talk about, specifics about the program, what I'd like to do is to end with a quote from one of the most renowned scientists in history. It's the one and only Isaac Newton. And to do all the justice that it deserves, I'm going to read for you the quote. So, if I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. While Newton didn't coin this quote, he certainly made it rise to prominence. And it is very important for us to consider, because every one of us, during our life, do not accomplish our goals just on our own. We accomplish our goals building upon the knowledge and support from others. That is certainly how you need to consider a mentee and mentor relationship. So in the case of mentees, as I said, make sure that mentoring relationship is the most valuable asset that you have for the year, and make sure that you take all the advantage that you can from it. Thank you very much.
Hi everybody, my name is Tari Fernandez and I'm the Director of Communications in IMPHI, and I'm also a mentor myself. I've been in this program since the very beginning and I'm very proud of it. And I'm going to introduce you this new year, 2017-18, which has like a lot of new things, and of course you're going to be the main characters of this mentoring experience. So you will see how many things we have to offer. So first, I'm going to describe how IMP will favor your professional success, which at the end, I think this is the reason why you will want to join the program. So basically, the bullet points of our program are: first, we assign you an international mentor that will help you to achieve your professional and academic goals. It will go beyond that, but that's like the very basis of our program. And then we will provide you with privileged information and excellent resources, webinars. You will see how many tools you can use. We have created excellence fellowships for you to enjoy international experience, and that will support your professional career because you will have the opportunity to be part of some of the most prestigious international organizations, institutions, companies, etc. This program is going to, for sure, improve the quality and size of your national and international professional network. You will meet lots of mentees as yourself, but also mentors and other people that you may become to interact with thanks to the program. And finally, we would like to promote the employability by preparing you with a nicer CV, the way of writing motivation letters, or some other things that you may need to successfully start in a new job or do an interview or some other things that you may need. So this year, actually, one of the very good things that we are achieving is like we are connecting you with companies, which can be very interesting for you. Basically, if you are at the end of your either master's or PhD, you will be like a very good target for this one. So I'll start with the first one, with the international mentors. So first thing we do is matching mentor-mentee. So each mentee is assigned to one mentor. So this is meant that so IMP coordinators will work with the program directors and with some other people in the IMP in IMPHI to make, well, a logical match. So basically, we first try to look at your background, mentor and mentee, and try to make it some assignments so they are like similar background. It's also based on the mentee's career interest, if you want to go to the industry or if your idea is more academy, or depending on what you want to do, depending on the specialties also. Sometimes we try to look at the mentor's experience and see if along this background there are like some points where they can match with your with the situations that you have right now. Also the city of origin, we try to find people who are mentors who are from areas where you are right now, or where you, even if they went to the same university where you belong right now, and some other professional or personal points, or along the information that you give us. So that's why it's so important that you give us as many details as you can about yourself, because matching is not an easy thing. So this is always something that we want to warn you. Don't be upset if your mentor is not exactly, it doesn't belong to the same career that you want to do, or he or she didn't study the same exact degree that you're studying, because mentors have the knowledge to advise you. Just because of the experience. Experience is a lot. So just because I'm 10 years ahead of you means that I've lived things that you are still going to live. So I think that's why mentors are always capable of helping you, even though the background is slightly different, or even at the beginning you may think, oh, this is not going to work, this person is not going to be able to help me, and you will see how different the experience is when you really have these conversations and when you are into the program. So first, about the tools that we have in IMP to offer you and that we hope that you use. The first thing is e-mentoring. That means that you are going to connect with your mentor via Skype, Hangouts, FaceTime, wherever you decide with the mentor that is the best way to go. So you will have at least 5 video conferences along the year, and you will of course be in continuous contact via email or some other via some other tools that you decide. So before the first meeting, you have to give us your self-assessment, so we can give it to the mentor so they can know you a little bit better. So the program directors will spread this self-assessment among the mentors that they have. You have to email your mentor after this kickoff event. You have to send him or her your self-assessment and ask for the availability that they have for the first meeting. Remember, you have to start the contact. Don't wait for the mentors to contact you. So as soon as this event today finishes, you can go ahead and start the contact with the mentors. So in the first video conference that you're gonna have, you will discuss your professional goals and generate like a short, medium, long-term career plan. That means that you're going to set up the basis of your whole relationship with this mentor, and you will have to tell this person which is your expectations or which are your expectations. What do you expect from this thing? What do you expect from this experience? And what would you like to achieve? So obviously, they are going to try to help you. It's sure that some things will be like a very long term and it's not going to be achievable after 1 year, but you'll be on track. And so then after that first session, the rest of the sessions will be working on those objectives so you can achieve them eventually. So if you do not show interest in this program, we will know. So the mentor will report to the program directors that you haven't contacted them like in 10 days following this event, or that you didn't show interest along the different conversations, because take into account that you are taking a privileged position that somebody else would love to have. So you cannot just start this thinking of, I don't know, getting a fellowship, and then when I see that I didn't get the fellowship, I give up. That's a shame, because somebody else will really need this experience. And I assure you that even if you don't get a fellowship, this is going to be very, very positive for your future. So don't think that this is just about, you know, getting some like touchable benefits. So you have to think about it like in a more prospective way. So if this happens, we will contact you for an explanation, because it's true that something may have happened, and it's perfectly normal that you have to either stop the contact or something. So we'll give you the opportunity to let us know. But if you don't respond, then we will have to tell your university that you are not interested in the program anymore, so they can go ahead and contact the next student, so we can give this opportunity to somebody else. So you have to provide us with an email that you actually check, because it doesn't make sense that we try to contact you and you just gave us this email that you actually check once a year and you don't notice that this is happening. Next, many problems, many things we have at the very beginning of this program is like the mentee doesn't really know what to talk about. It's like, okay, what I want to get from this program, I don't really know. I want to know what this is about, and I know that can be very positive for me, but I don't know exactly how to start. So here we are giving you some options and some topics that you may want to discuss. For instance, you want to, and I'm sure you want to know which kind of options you have, like in your career, what kind of, what we call like outputs, what can you do in the future? So you maybe can identify like a couple of them that you would like to go after, and so you can discuss with your mentor about them. So once you know your career path, you just set those objectives that we said before, like, okay, now that I know that I want to end up working in a biotech, we're going to set up some milestones to see what should I achieve in order to get there. So that means that you're going to establish actions, such as learn how to write a good CV or cover letter, which is very, very important to achieve, to get any kind of job. And you will see that this program will give you an international point of view, because sometimes being in Spain, you don't really realize about how important is having a very good CV. It's not about the experience that you really have, it's about the way you tell the experience. This is what our keynote speaker was saying before, right? It's the way you say the things, it's the way you communicate yourself. This is very important. You're going to improve your professional network, and as I said before, sometimes we feel shame about approaching somebody that we don't know, or a person that is super important in our field. Well, forget about the shame. You have to approach, you have to tell somebody who you are, and you have to, be capable of saying what you do or what you want to do in a very short time, like 30 seconds, so you can get the person and you can really let them know that you're interested. You have to find a national and international internship. Maybe you will have you will apply for one of these fellowships that we offer. You may be interested, you may be no. I'll let you know later what you have to do for that. You have to polish your communication skills, as I just said, but also not only in the Spanish, but also in English. Because of course, if you do an international fellowship, you have to be able to communicate with your PI and with your colleagues. You have to be prepared for a successful job interview. This is something really difficult for Spaniards, and you'll get there, you will see. And you have to gain self-confidence. You have to know that you are capable of doing many, many things. And sometimes there are things that you know how to do, but you just don't realize that you do. So it is very important that you learn how to appreciate yourself, how to, again, gain in self-confidence and be able to transmit that, to communicate that to the rest of the people. So now know that your mentor will advise you on important decisions in an objective way. We do not get any benefits because you do this or that. So we're just trying to be objective, and we're just trying to make or to help you make the best decision. We are not deciding for you. You are doing that. So when you get your aim, when you success, I success. So this is very important for us, because being a mentor, this is one of the most important things that we get. Actually, you don't get paid, but this is more than payment. So I think this is more than enough. And this is the main reason why we become mentors. So you have to be proactive. We are here to help you up, but we need you to start. We need you to provide us with things that you need. So ask, because we are here to help you. So eventually, you will get a recommendation letter from us. Actually, I myself wrote a recommendation letter from my mentee last year, because she was applying for a fellowship with her PhD fellowship to stay like 3 months in a different lab, like internationally, hopefully. And I asked her, well, do you know where you want to go? First, she was quite lost in where to go. So I helped her to define how to find the best place, and then finally, I wrote her the letter of recommendation, so she's in the process of getting there, and I hope she will. And eventually, you may build a good connection with the mentor, and maybe that means that you're going to be you're going to maintain this mentoring forever. So in my case, I've been mentoring. This is the 4th year. It's going to be. I keep in touch with my mentors from every year, at least one of them. And it's really nice when you hear that they are now doing this or that, and they achieve what they were looking for. And it's really, for me, it's like, well, whenever you need to make an important decision, just let me know. I can try to help you. I can try to guide you, because you never have enough with mentoring. I think I need a mentor myself, and I will still need a mentor 10 years from now. So I think it's very good that you have somebody who followed your career and know you more or less. So still will be objective, but will be more able to help you. So next, we're going to go to the information and resources that you will have in IMP. So we have online seminars or webinars, because sometimes you have to watch at least 5 of them. So we'll let you know when they are online, and you can go and check. So from here, you're going to learn very interesting things. For instance, the career options that you have in your field, different fields. So for every specialty, like biomedicine, engineering, etc., you will have different webinars. Some of them are common, some of them are specific, depending on what. And that's why this is so interesting, because you will have access to a lot of information that otherwise you wouldn't. So you can become an entrepreneur, you can learn how to innovate, you can be a successful applicant for excellent fellowships, you can really become a much better candidate for a job interview or for a job after watching these seminars. So we will also have professional development workshop. These you have to participate in at least one. So here you will learn how to build a quality network, create an appealing LinkedIn profile, which is something most of you don't have, but you will have one at the end of this year, I can tell you. Rock your personal statement. What is the personal statement? As I said, you need to be able to say in 30 seconds what you do, what you are, what you want. And that is not as easy. So you have to be able to tell your grandma what you do in the lab. That is not that easy, I'm telling you. So now at the end, what we try is to build connections, and we try to guide you to do that in the future too. So you may be able to bring funding to Europe from the USA, you never know. So you're gonna learn how to do all that, because we have people who success in that, and they're gonna tell us the secrets. So this year we have something new in IMP Science and Rigor. So this is basically journal clubs. You may know what journal clubs are, so this is going to be a little bit special. So these are going to improve your scientific rigor and practice and your critical thinking, which is basic for this professional development that we are trying to achieve. So you're going to learn how to publish in the best international journals. And for this IMP Science and Rigor, these journal clubs, you will need to attend at least 1, 2. So next point is creating the excellent fellowships. I know you're all waiting for this. What do I need to do to get a fellowship? What do I need to do to go to the USA? Well, this is a secret. First, your university has to be a sponsor, because they are the ones paying for the fellowship. So it depends on the university where you are, you might be eligible or not. So you have to have carried out your mentoring in English, because you have to show your mentor that you're capable of communicating in English. Fair enough, so you can come to the USA, Europe, anywhere, and you can communicate. So the IMP Excellent Fellowships are given to 1 out of 10 students per specialty per university. So this is a really unique experience that you can go to one of the best universities, institutions, organizations all over the world. So 50% of these fellowships ended up in Harvard this year. So you can imagine how good this is going to be for your future. So these are around 2 to 3 months, and you have the possibility to obtain the international mention in the doctorate, which is very important for you, if you're thinking of doing a postdoc or something abroad. It's around $3,000 to $4,000, visa is covered, and the insurance is covered too. And then what do you need to do to get this fellowship? What is going to be evaluated? Well, first we ask your mentors for an evaluation and for a recommendation letter. So they have to recommend you. So that's going to be based on how proactive you are, if you show interest in your conversations with this person, if you show that you're really keeping contacts and emails. So they're going to say basically if you deserve it, right? So second, we're going to ask you for a CV and a motivation letter, which you have to write on your own. So the mentor won't write this for you, and you have to be capable of doing this with the guidance of the mentors. So as I said, proactivity is key. Participation in the program activities, in the webinars, in all of these things that I described before, the IMP resources, workshops, journals, everything. So that's going to be key for you because that means that you really want to, put on your side and do this opportunity and deserve this opportunity. So then there will be a score. The program directors will find a place for you if you are in the top of the score, and we'll try to make it like as good fit as we can for you. So we'll try to find a place, a lab, a company, or an institution where you can fit with your background. This year there is something new in the program, and we are very proud of announcing that this year IMP is going to give an excellence fellowship that is going to be for women. So far we found that the fellowships that we've been given these past years, so usually 16 males to 10 females, so usually the bias is quite important, as well as in the real life, right, in our world. Well, unfortunately it's like that. So usually men are in the best position, so we want to give the opportunity to women to step up and to have this international experience, so we can help you to develop your career in a better way. So all mentees, women from this year, will be considered for this fellowship. Again, the mentor won't be asked for the mentor won't be the one proposing you, but you will have to send your CV and a motivation letter, and then there will be some other people to decide. What is this? What is this fellowship about? This is a unique professional experience, like any fellowship that you can get with IMPHAE. And it's the same as I said before, the best international organizations. And this is a little bit more money. So this is $4,000. It's going to be 3 months, not 2 or 3 months. It has to be 3 months. And also the visa and the insurance is covered. So you don't have to worry about it. And we think that $4,000 is enough to spend, even in the US, to spend these 3 months. So what will be evaluated? What you have to take into account for this is, again, the CV and motivation letter, as I said. Proactivity is really important. So we know that you're very busy with your studies, with your thesis, with the lab, with the wherever. It is very important, if you commit to this program, that you show that you have interest, that you participate in all the webinars, in journals, in everything that we offer you. So again, there will be a score, and the best candidates will be offered a position or in a lab where basically they fit. So finally, here, how you are going to improve the international and national networking. Well, you're going to connect with more than 200 students all over the country in different universities. So actually, we work with universities, in many different places in Spain. So you're going to be able to meet these persons. You're going to be able to keep in touch with them, to ask them questions. So I'll show you, or Daniel will show you later, our virtual campus, or our new network, social network. This is like Facebook, where you can be in contact with all these persons. And also you will be, there's more than 100 mentors that participate in IMPHAE and in IMP, that they belong to organizations that are all over the world, in Europe, in America, in the Estados Unidos, in Australia, everywhere. So you will have the opportunity to ask them questions and to maybe meet them. Because at the end of the year there is this event in Valencia that usually takes place in July. We'll see this year, I don't know. It will be in July 2018. And this is a 2 days event, and it's like an innovation camp where you can interact with all these people I said before. Many mentees will come from all over the country to Valencia, also mentors. We usually travel from here, from Europe, from everywhere. And there will be also representatives from the universities, the vice-rectors and rectors, and sometimes people from the University of Valencia. Really make this a funny experience and a very interesting experience. So you're very welcome to come to, so you might get some help to come to this event, and I really recommend you to go there, because meeting your mentor in person is really cool. So I think I'm done with my part. Thank you for your attention, and now Daniel will talk about IMPHAE Connects.
Well, hello everyone. So I'm Daniel Navarro. I'm the IT director of IMPHAE, IMP in this case. So my duty today is talk a little bit about the virtual campus, or the virtual platform that we have. So we started with this virtual platform 2 years ago for IMP, and the idea was creating a place where all the mentors and mentees can share information, can connect each other, and can be, a place where to ask different questions that you don't have where to. So we started with a virtual campus that we consider that, using what other universities are using could be a good idea. So we started with this virtual campus 2 years ago. So after that, we start asking for feedback about this virtual campus, and the second year we improve it with all these feedback that you all gave to us. So after this year, again, we are looking for how to improve this virtual platform, whatever you want to call it. And we thought that at the end, what the people is using it the most is to connect each other. So why not to change the platform, right? So this year, we are presenting a new tool that is going to be called IMP Connects. And this platform is going to be based in a social network. That means that it's not going to be oriented to the information anymore. It's going to be oriented to the connections. So we want you to go to this IMP Connect, use this tool, fill up your profile, so anyone else can find you by who you are, by where you are studying, or where you work, or what you do. So the idea is that as anyone else can find you, you can find anyone else. So let's say that you need to find someone that is working or is studying in a specific university because you want to collaborate with them, because you like this group and, maybe at some point you want to work with them, right? So this could be the tool, since we have so many connections, so many countries, so many universities in Spain, Portugal, and United States, UK. So we have so many institutions right now connected to the network that it's easy that you can find someone who is working there, is studying there, or is connected somehow with that institution. So we want you to be able to find this connection through us. So I think that the best way to show how it works is just showing a short video of what we did, and let's see what you think. So let's play the video and we will talk after that.
Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you the main feature of the new IMP Connects. So as you can see, I'm already logged in. You should have access to this system already. If you don't, just contact the director of your IMP program or contact myself directly. We will figure it out what was the problem. So as you can see, this tool that we created is meant to be a social network. So it looks like one. So the first thing that we feel or we believe that is more important for this social network to work properly is that everyone fills up its own profile. The sooner the better. So clicking on your name, you will see that you can go to your profile. So here you will see what the rest of the people sees about you. So they will see what you are posting on your wall, that in this case we are calling it a stream, okay? And then all the information about you. So if you want to edit or add or any of this information, you just have to click the edit account button over here and fill it out. This is important because if you want people to find you by common things, you need to have those things on your profile to be found. Then on the stream, we are recommending to add a small bio about you, and if you like, your CV. This post will be available for other users, so to know a little bit more about you, or even to have a look on your CV if they are interested in. So after you have your profile ready, then let's start using the platform. So this platform is divided in different spaces. As you can see here, this test user that I'm using for this video has access to more things that you may have. So if you are a mentor, you will have access to this space and this space. If you are a mentee, you will have access to this space and this space. So the IMP Spain space is common for all the mentees and mentors for the IMP program in Spain for this year. So the mentees cafeteria, it's only for mentees, and the mentors break room is only for mentors. So if you want to ask a question to one specific role, just go to the right place. If you want to ask something that is going to be, common for everyone, just go to the IMP, so everyone will get a notification. So those by default, your user will have all those spaces already assigned, but you can always create your own ones. Let's say that you want to create kind of a group for mentees that are in, I don't know, Valencia, let's say. You just have to create the space here and then invite other people that you want to be in your group. And they, at the same time, when you create a group, you can create it as public, so anyone else can just enter into your group. So if you wanna see what is happening, you can in the tool, or in our IMP Connects, you can click on any of the spaces where you are, or you can go to your dashboard. In your dashboard, you will see what's happening in all the spaces where you are and what is happening with all the people you follow. So the dashboard, I think, is the most important thing, and is the landing page when you log in. So have a look here, because usually the most important information is here. So as you can see on the top bar, we have a message button where you can send internal emails to any user on the platform. So if you ever had an email for anyone, you will get a message here. So the fourth button is a directory. In the directory, you can find any person that is using the tool right now. So it's divided in different sections. In the groups, you can see the different groups that we have. That, as you can see at the time when we are recording this video, mentees are not available yet, but all the mentors are here. When you are seeing this, all the mentees, they will be already on the system. So a part of the groups, you can find the members by their name or their profile. So if you want to find, let's see that you need to contact the president of IMP, Zafira, so you just have to write her name here, click search, and here she is. You can follow her, you can see her profile, or send her a message. Any message that you receive through the tool, it will be sent to your email, so you get notified that you got a message inside the IMP Connect. So after the members, you have the spaces. Of course, if you are looking for a specific space that many people are connecting in this space for mentees in Valencia, and you want to join, you just have to search for it here and join it. And the last part is the last user profiles. If you are looking for examples of how displaying what you do, or example of CVs, this is a good place to go, because you have many people writing their profiles here, or their CVs, uploading their CVs. But if you really want to find someone inside IMP Connects, because you need, let's say, help with something, or you want to find someone that has the same profile as you or the same interest, I will recommend you to use the search button here on the right. The search button will search anywhere, posts or profiles or spaces where you have access. So let's say that we want to find something that is working in cancer. So if we just type it here, cancer, we click search, you will see that we have many people that they have cancer on their profiles. So this is a good place to start. You can connect to different users, or you can just see what they do. So about the rest of the general use of the tool, anytime that anything is posted in any of the spaces that we have assigned by default, it will send you an email. So you will get a notification that something is happening here. So if you are inside another space that is not one of the default ones, you will have to sign up for those email notifications. That's easy and anyone can do it. So I hope you enjoy the tool, you use it a lot. Well, see you on IMP Connect. So after the video, just saying that this tool, we would like to have it for many years coming, and not only that, so for everyone who was ever connected to this program, mentors and mentees from previous years, we are going to be sending invitations to them to use the tool. So please connect them, connect everyone, and grow your network. Thank you.
Thank you very much to all of the presenters. I hope that you are enjoying as much as we are doing, and that you are learning how this platform is working. I know that it's overwhelming how many things you can achieve with this program, but we are sure that at the end of the year, it will be a privilege for you to be part of this project. Also, I want to remember to all of you that if you have any question to the speakers about the platform, any doubt, we are a team of people connected online and answering the questions. And then at the end of this presentation, I will be delighted to choose the questions that are showing up more frequently, or the most important questions that we are selecting, and we will answer live for you. So just finishing this part of the presentation, how IMP favors your professional success promoting employability. This is at the end part, right? We are studying, we are growing intellectually, in knowledge, but at the end we want to apply all of that and get a job, be employed. And what is going to make you different from one student who didn't pass through the International Mentor Program? What is going to make the difference between you and any other student at your university who didn't participate here? So this is what other students who has been participated in this project in the past 2 years in an anonymous survey, 272 anonymous report to the project. From these 272 students, they told us that thank you to the guidance and the help of their mentors, they got 225 national and international fellowships. They got 159 awards. They got 260 interviews, and more than 90% of these people got a job. And they published 292 scientific publications. We are working with you, working towards the excellent. How a mentor can help to get these amazing results in collaboration with your university. Always remember that this is something that your university is finding like a value for your professional development to fill the gap between your studies and the next job. They are working together very tight with us to make possible this excellence. So what is the contribution of the mentors that is helping you towards the excellence? So 103 students this year report that the mentors were instrumental in an intellectual way. They were helping the students to write scientific articles. Remember that these people are working for several years abroad, they have high levels of English, and they always can help you to review your articles, to give you feedback. We are used to being outside to the different trends, so they are really helpful for that. Also, they are helping the students, providing information about fellowships. The whole platform is helping you with guidance, for example, from prestigious fellowships like Fulbright fellowships. Also, they are providing job information, where to find. Sometimes it's difficult to find outside your city, outside your institution, what is happening in the world. So we are sharing through our online platform what are the options, the professional options that you have. The mentors, and remember, this is really important. If you have a great relationship between your mentor and you, these mentors can write amazing recommendation letters for you. And this is key to get a job in the market. I had to say that it's gold that one person who is a faculty at Harvard University is writing you a letter. This is something that your mate at the university will not have compared with you. Also, they are nominating, they know what are fellowships, and they nominate you for those fellowships. They share their network with you. If you are looking for an opportunity here, they put you in contact, and sometimes even the job offers are not posted outside. They are internal, and they share with us directly even before posting and being public. So take that advantage and all of the network from your mentors. Also, they are helping preparing and reviewing applications. That sometimes people from Europe, we are not trained so good, especially from Spain or Portugal, we are not trained so good to sell ourselves. We are very humble when we are writing about what is our value that Jesus was mentioning. It's really important to put in what is your value and what you can offer to the job. So your mentors are above you, are several steps above you, and they can help you very good how to sell yourself and how to show what are your strengths. And finally, improving your CV. They are exposed to CVs that are arriving from different parts of the world. We know what is a CV that is attractive. They can help you a lot with that. So what are your commitments? The students from this program. Also, the professors from the universities can get a lot of benefits, and we encourage professors, rectors from the universities to join workshops, journal clubs, and online seminars. It's not only for students, but the mentee commitments is people from IMP, the 10 students selected in each university is today, that is mandatory, the kickoff event, 2 evaluations that you will have to fill in January and May. They are mandatory for mentees and mentors. And then from online seminars, we are releasing 10 in each specialty every year, and we recommend at least to watch 5 out of 30. We're going to do evaluations in this program for the fellowships, and we will see how proactive you are. Workshops, we have 4 this year. We recommend to attend at least 1. E-journal clubs, at least 1 out of 2, and then the international conference. International conference is really valuable to build your network, and this year will be a campus of excellence where we are going to promote entrepreneurship. We are going to have awards for you. Will be an event that you cannot miss for sure. So for professors and other students who are not part of this program, they can also watch online seminars, access to workshops, journal clubs, We encourage all of you because there is a very valuable information. Remember to contact your mentor within the first days after the kickoff event. So start counting from today. Before November 14, you have to contact your mentor. Email your mentor and send to your mentor your self-assessment. We are going to say you received the personal evaluation, and we want that you share with your mentor that document so the mentor can learn more about you. Also, email your mentor with 2 and 3 days in advance with a kind reminder of your meeting and prepare a meeting agenda. So you have to be proactive. You are the person who is going to win a lot in the relationship, and you have to always know that the mentors are people who are extremely busy, and they are very generous and sharing your time with you. So send a kind reminder, send an agenda. We are going to work on this and this coming meeting. And then participate actively in the initiatives developed by IMP. If you have any problem contacting your mentor, relationships, accessing to any seminar, CTC, if you have any minimum problem, please notify to president@imfi.org or your program directors. Always notify us. So we can solve a lot of problems that can be because one email is wrong, or don't let it go. Don't wait until it's late to solve it. Be aware that IMP only favors your career success if you are proactive. If you are not proactive, it's not going to help you. Try to get the most of your experience. You are a privileged person. You are going to have an international mentor, a person who is willing to help you. Use this opportunity. Also be aware that IMP is not a platform to complain about others. If you have any problem, you can discuss that with your mentor and you can find solutions, but this is not the place to complain. This is a place to be constructive with yourself, to look for solutions, and to grow personally. IMP doesn't guarantee that you will get a promotion, a fellowship, or an international abroad just because you are accepted to the program. This has to be really clear. Again, notify President if you have any problem. And now I am really pleased to present the program directors of this year. It has been really a real pleasure to work with all of the directors from IMP Foundation. I don't have enough words to say thank you to all of them for everything that I have learned from them, for the amazing team that we have built in these past years of trust, of work hard, of values that we are building in the foundation. And these program directors, I have to say that they have a full-time job, all of them. So imagine a full-time job working at Harvard University, Javier, a company, a huge company that has meetings at 10 p.m. But they are willing to help you. They are willing to create and build all of this platform to help students, professors, universities. They wake up at 5 in the morning and remove time from their family time just to create this unique project. So it's a pleasure for me to introduce one by one who are going to give you some welcome words and some messages.
Hello everyone, my name is Maria Soriano.
Hello everyone, my name is Rosa Breton Romero, and together with Maria Soriano, we are the directors of the International Mentor Program in the Biomedicine specialty.
First, we would like to express our gratitude to the participant universities, the University of Valencia, La Laguna, Valladolid, Europea Miguel de Cervantes, Sevilla, Málaga, and Autónoma de Madrid, for their efforts to implement the IMP program this academic year.
Second, we would like to especially thank the mentor in our specialty for finding the time in their busy schedules and help advance the academic and professional career of the next generation of scientists. This year, we will work together with a total of 25 mentors and 5 coordinators with different backgrounds and experience, from chemistry to medicine, from academia to industry.
Third, we would like to welcome all the 50 IMP Biomedicine students and encourage them to participate in all the initiatives developed by IMPHI, including the online seminars, webinars, workshops, journal clubs, the annual conference, and most importantly, do not miss the opportunity to interact with as many mentors and mentees from all the specialties and universities in order to make the best of this unique experience.
And finally, we're going to ask mentor, mentees, and universities to stay tuned to our upcoming emails informing you about the schedule of interesting initiatives that are going to improve their career development, such as online seminars, workshops, or journal clubs.
And please, if you have any questions throughout the course, please do not hesitate to contact us.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new edition of the IMP program. My name is Borja and together with Joaquin Lopez I'll be leading the engineering part of it. First off, I'd like to start with an acknowledgement. I'd like to thank the universities for being part of the program again, also to the representatives for the effort. And also a very special thanks goes to our mentors. You mentors are the backbone of this program, and thanks to your experience and through your knowledge, we believe that our mentees will tremendously benefit from this experience. Second of all, I'd like to make a quite general remark to both mentees and mentors. I strongly encourage you to make use of the available tools online in the virtual campus, now called IMPHI Connects. From webinars to special seminars to obviously the one-on-one meetings that you will guys have with each other, and much more information that you will find available online. And finally, I'd like to finish up with a small advice to our mentees, which is the following one. Take as much advantage as possible from the program. Don't underestimate the potential of this program. Don't feel discouraged if you feel at first glance that this is not what you were expecting for. Talk to your mentors, get to know them, and if you have any doubt or any problem or any concern, you can always reach out to me or to Joaquin and we'll get to solve whatever issue comes along. And with this, I leave you with Joaquin and hope that you enjoy the program and hope to see you pretty soon.
Hi, I'm Joaquin Lopez Herraiz, one of the directors of IMP Engineering. We're really excited about this year and we are really willing to start working with you all. We have collected an impressive number of mentors from all over the world, really talented people. Thank you for being part of the program. And we are going to connect them with a lot of mentees from the most important universities in Spain. We really want that you all can get the best out of this program. Thank you for being part of IMP.
Hi, welcome all. My name is Abel Fernandez and I'm co-director of IMP Economics with Javier. I'm looking forward to start this year. I want to start this by saying thanks to all the universities that keep going with us, also the new ones that are incorporated for this year, and looking forward to start. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Javier Sanz. I'm co-director of the Economics and Entrepreneurship program along with Abel Fernandez. I'm part of the team and I'm really grateful for being here. First and foremost, I want to thank all of the universities for making this happen. It is thanks to you that this opportunity is given to the mentees and the mentors. Second of all, I want to thank all the mentors because it is thanks to their contributions that they can actually make this a real thing. And finally, I want to welcome you all, mentees, because you guys are the future of the country and actually you are investing in your future. So make sure that you take advantage of everything that we offer for you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much to all of the directors and the amazing program that they have built this year only for you, for students, professors, universities. This year, we would like to remind you that we have a busy agenda that will be really important for your growth and your professional development. November, we are here, Kick Off event, and you will have the first mentoring session with your mentor. Also, we are going to release the first workshop that is about personal statements. Are you interested to study in an American or British university? Are you interested to have a co-direction of your PhD with international universities? You have to be aware that you need to prepare a personal statement, and this is key to access to them. So it will be a pleasure to interview one student from Harvard University who has been accepted at Princeton, Yale, Stanford, and Harvard. She had a very strong personal statement. December, we will release 5 online seminars about different professional career paths that are succeeding inside and outside Spain. If you are deciding what you want to do with your life, they will be really helpful for you. Also, we will release the second workshop that we are developing in collaboration with the Nature Publishing Group journal. That is importance of international networks, and you will have the possibility to create and build your first international network. So we highly encourage all of the students from this program and mentors from this program and professors from this program to join us in this workshop. January and February, you will receive the first evaluation, we'll have the fellowship nominations, we'll have the first journal club, and we'll have the third workshop. That is, really encourage this third workshop to professors and administrative from the universities and mentors, and we'll talk about how to bring funding from the USA to Europe. The Journal Club is a novelty in this year. In the Journal Club, we are going to interview in real time, online, people who publish in high impact factor journals or who has built a company from scratch, from zero, and they are going to guide you to what do you need to take into account to do that. So we will try to promote rigor in science and entrepreneurship in this year. On March, 5 online seminars. Again, you don't have clear what you want to do, learn from the best people who are arriving to the best positions. And the 4th workshop that will be building your LinkedIn profile. In April, we will announce the fellowship winners, and also we will launch the first journal club in each specialty. June, 2nd evaluation of the program, and July, be aware that the first, probably around 4th of July, we will have, or 3rd of July, we'll have our 4th international conference in IMP University of Valencia. So we encourage all of you to write down in your calendars that important day where mentors from all of the world, from different continents are going to fly over there, students are going to be there, professors, university representative, government representative are going to be over there, and we will learn a lot, and we will try to promote entrepreneurship. You will have a lot of novelties this year, and we'll be very excited to all of us. And finally, August and December will be the international fellowships to our students. 15 days before each activity, you will receive an online link to access to all of these events. And finally, it's my great pleasure to introduce Ana Garcia. Ana Garcia is an IMP mentee from University of Valladolid who was enrolled in this program the last year. Believe it or not, she was in your situation in this moment. Yes, watching the computer, listening all of us, knowing that there are hundreds of people in all of the world connected to her in that moment. And she was thinking, wow, what is this? How can I start? Most probably the first meeting was a little bit intimidating with her mentor from Harvard University. And then 1 year later, I hope that she not only learned a lot, also grew a lot personally and professionally. She is doing an internship here at Harvard University. So you can be Anna. It's a pleasure to introduce her and to share the experience that she has had in this year.
Hi, my name is Ana. I'm from Valladolid University. I'm doing my PhD in biomedicine in this university, and thanks for my university, I'm doing here an internship because during this year I'm doing the mentorship in this program, and thanks to the foundation I was selected So this is important for me because I have a match with Joan Montero, who was my mentor during this year, and he helps me a lot to improve my CV and also writing a cover letter. And thanks to those documents, I can apply for the IMP fellowship. That is one of the things that at the beginning I would like to do, an internship abroad. So it's important to contribute. Thanks to him. I'm really grateful for him because he helped me a lot during this year.
So I'm sure that the students who are in your same situation and are listening, you have a lot of questions to you, and you later on will be in the chat answering them. But I have a couple for you.
Yes.
So when you were watching 1 year ago this video at your home in front of your computer, and then all of a sudden you receive this personal assessment, you fill in, you learn a little bit about yourself, and then the big day, the first day with your mentor who you don't know came. What's happening in that meeting? What did you talk about?
Yeah, it's a good question because at the beginning I'm a bit scared because I don't know how to tell him. But after completing the self-assessment, it helps me a lot because I focus on what is my strengths and my weakness and my goals at the short-term or long-term period. So after he knows more about me, my background, we talk by Skype, and we looking for some labs that I'm interested in and how to do an internship abroad. So the best thing that you can do at the beginning is focus on the self-assessment and thinking about what are you gain during this mentorship along the year.
Okay, so we'll help you. This is the first advice. Filling in your personal self-assessment is going to help you to have more clear what you want to achieve in the next year. The second thing that I would like to emphasize that we didn't talk about is that the mentors are not affiliated to your university. So just think that are people who want to help you. They don't have any conflict of interest. They are not your supervisor. They are not your boss. They are only people who want to help, who want to connect again back with their home country. So if you, most probably, you will be more ashamed or more worried to talk sometimes to professors, but if you are talking to one person in your field who doesn't have any conflict, will help.
Yes, I think that the more question that you ask to your mentor, you reach more your goals and you solve your doubts during your path career. And also, if you are closer with your mentor, it will be a good relationship with him or her because you can email with some weakness that you have, some concerns, and he helps to you.
Nice. Something that we always recommend in this program is to write down an agenda and record, perhaps in an Excel, what's happening in your session 1, what topics you were talking to your mentor, what did you achieve in that day, and then the next session you can think and you can work for a couple of weeks and get results about the topics that you were talking and keep moving. So we'll be very visual in an Excel just to see how many things you are working along the year and how many things you are accomplishing. Did you write down any agenda to keep following up with the...
Not at all. It's like maybe a meeting per month.
And did you write a meeting report or...?
Yes, I wrote what we are talking about.
Nice.
And we focus in the next Skype what are we talking about. So it's important to focus on what topic are you interested in talking about.
And after 1 year, what you will say to the students? Okay, these are the topics that I didn't know from the beginning that I can talk about, and that if I knew from day zero, I will advance a lot. So what do you suggest? Like, hey guys, you can discuss about this. Consider that. If you start now a new calendar year, how you will get the most? What are the topics that you think that you would like to work?
Yes, that's a good question, because at the beginning you are a bit lost about what are you talking with your mentor. Always your mentor know more than you, so you have to be proactive, and if you have some doubts about what are you doing in the short future, or if you gain some internship, is the main things that maybe you can focus, and I'm focused during this academic year with my mentor. So the main thing is that you have to be proactive to contact your mentor and to ask questions to him. I'm curious.
So this is a great testimony of what you can get before the fellowship, right? Any student who is part of this program will get all of this from one mentor that are helping, improving your professional career, network, CVs, personal statements. But then there is like a before and after also. You were selected for the IMP fellowship, and you have been in Boston for 2 months almost. Not 2 months. Now you are in the last month of your internship, yes. And this internship is amazing because we'll let you apply for a PhD with international mention, right?
Yes.
So you will be unique, not only having an international experience, also your PhD will be unique related to others because you're this international that will allow you to apply for the international mention. So what an international internship has give you so far?
I think that you know people around the world and you are in a multicultural atmosphere, so personal and professional you grow. And also in my case, for example, more in the professional way, you can continue your career, because in my case I have the international mention related with my PhD, and also you are in one of the top universities, so the people that surround you teach you a lot about their experience, and you can know more about that.
Nice. So we just want to close again. If you have any question for Anna, you can chat with her. As always, we will collect the most important and interesting questions, and we will read it to all of you. And now is moment.
Yes, I am really grateful for this internship, my mentor, my university, and the foundation. So it's like a dream come true, but without the like. So it's really nice.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you. Well, thank you very much to all of the people who is today here with us in Boston. We have several mentors who join us today, even mentees from the past year. Thank you to all of you. We have connected like almost 150 people in 5 different continents of the world. This is a real platform of talent, and we hope that you get the best from this experience. I don't know if you have any question. The mentors, I want to give the word to the mentors. Do you have any questions about this experience, this project? No, do we have any other questions that we didn't answer during the...
Someone is asking, you have to...
Yes.
I would like to know if the mentor has to be from the same career or field as you.
Yes, so there are several questions about the matching. As Chari mentioned, matching is not perfect. And what we are doing is using Hungarian algorithms that match mentors and mentees. These algorithms match the people based on their background, based on their interests, based on their city where they are from, the university where they study. And remember that we are trying to do the best matching, but sometimes it's not perfect. You are not going to meet a tutor, right? It's not a person who is going to supervise your project. It's more a person who is going to guide you in your professional development. So even one person who didn't do exactly what you did will be really useful because has a lot of experience, much more experience than you, will share where his or her failures and also what was working for them. So it's translational, even if it's not exactly the same background that you have. I know that this is a very new term in Spain. Mentorship is not very well extended, but we are sure that you are going to get the best. As you saw, the results are over there, are impressive every year. The relationship with your mentors is going to be great. Just don't be aware. Enjoy a lot this experience. Be humble, like Jesus Paez was mentioning. Be proactive. This is really important. So after 10 days of this session, please contact your mentors, share with them your CV, share with them your self-assessment, how you are, who you are, what do you want to achieve in this year, and start enjoying this relationship and this experience. Also, remember, on December 5, we are going to launch for the first time in Spain a workshop that was developed by IMP in collaboration with Nature Publishing Group. So Nature in the scientific field is one of the most prestigious journals in the world. And we were very lucky to develop this workshop in collaboration with them. So this will be released for the first time in Spain. Join us. This is really useful for mentors, for mentees, for professors, for everybody. Take this advantage of all of these new ideas that we are trying to bring from abroad.
So,
yes.
Gonzalo wants to know if, I would like to know if we can do an international, an internship even though we do not win the IMP's International Fellowship.
Yeah, so Gonzalo is asking if they can do an international internship even if they don't win IMP's fellowships. So what we are trying to do, and this started a couple of years ago, I started mentoring one student from Spain, and that student was brilliant. But she was not able to get the fellowships. And then in my lab, I was receiving a lot of students who were not good at all compared with that student. And what I noticed is that she was failing in her way to present herself and introduce herself. So I thought, this is not fair enough. The Spanish students are very well trained, they are very good, and they are not arriving here to United States. So that's why we started these international fellowships at IMP in order for the students. Remember, you are 10 students per university who are receiving this mentorship guidance, and then some universities have one fellowship. So you have a ratio of 1 to 10 to get a fellowship. You have a very high chance to get a fellowship if you want to apply for that. And this is what we are trying to encourage. The people who has the talent be able to arrive to institutions like MIT, Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, Harvard University. Remember that 50% of our fellowships has been received here at Harvard and MIT. And then there is other people who will not get it during this process. But, for example, one of our webinars will be the executive director of the Fulbright Commission in Spain, and he's going to explain you how to apply to their fellowships, how to get, what they are looking for exactly. So we are trying to help you in the case that you want to go abroad, through these mentors, guiding you how to write a cover letter, how to present, how to find places, and how to achieve your dream. It's not necessary through IMP fellowships, it can be through others, and we will try to share all of this information in our platform and through your mentors. Do we have any other questions from them?
Yeah, so They are asking if the CV is okay in Spanish or if it should be in English.
Yeah, so the CV, what I will recommend is to write it in English. This will be a very good moment also to work on your CV in English, to write and perfect the grammar in your CV and to emphasize what you need to emphasize in your CV. But if you don't have any intention to go abroad and you just want to find a job in Spain, also this program is really helpful. Remember that you are 200 people at your same level working in different places in Spain. Now, indeed, IMPHI Foundation just signed an agreement with the government, with the local government from San Sebastián, and they are trying to find talent from Spain. So if you are trying to find jobs in Spain, we are starting to work with companies, with governments to try to show. It doesn't matter if they are looking for in the Basque Country, if you are in Andalusia, try to give visibility to all of the job opportunities. If you want to stay in Spain, good, you can keep working with your mentor. If you want to go abroad, good, you can help, your mentor can help you. The most important is that what we consider this platform is like a window to the world, to be aware of what is happening in the rest of the world, what is going to arrive to Spain in 10 years, and be prepared and be unique in Spain.
So,
another question?
Are asking if they can share the workshops with friends who are not from the universities who are partners with IMP.
So ideally, no. What we want to do is share with all of the students who are affiliated to these universities. But of course, if you want to share, you can share it. Ideally, what we want to do is we have our partner that is the University of Oviedo, and all of the students from University of Oviedo can get the benefit to be part of this. But of course, we cannot put these limits. And it's difficult to control, so ideally, no, this is for your universities because your universities are working in collaboration with us. It's understandable.
They're asking if there's a template of the career self-assessment available in English.
Yes, I believe that this year was in English. So they are asking. Yeah, so they are asking if career self-assessment, we have anything available in English, and I believe that this year is in English, we were translating, but if we don't have it, we are translating. So the past years we were working in bilingual in our platform, and at the foundation was some webinars in Spanish, others in English. Now we are moving everything to English. We are trying to use this tool in order to help you to improve your English, to be more fluent in English. We know that in Spain we have a very good level in grammar, writing, but at the level of the communication we need to improve a little bit. So this is a great moment to practice with your mentors and be in a more relaxed environment.
Is it possible to do an internship in a company for 2 or 3 months, or the fellowships are more related to academic research?
Yeah, so this is a great question. So they are asking if it's possible to do an internship in a company or if our internships are just in academia. And the answer is yes. Every year, 10% of our interns are going to companies. So yes, it depends of, obviously from economics and entrepreneurship, there are a lot of students who want to go to companies, they have that profile, or engineering. So indeed we have one mentee this past year going to BMW in Germany. So BMW, Amadeus, that is a multinational. So we want to help you to achieve the center that is going to help you for your professional development. If it's in academia, it's in academia. If it's in a company, it will be in a company.
Is it okay to contact a mentor which is not yours, but works in a university where you might like to apply?
Yeah, so this is a great question. One student is asking if it's possible to connect another mentor who is not another professional from the IMPHI Connect, from the platform, who is not your mentor. The idea this year with INFI Connects is to have access to more professionals. Just look for, okay, I would like to go to New York. Okay, let's look at in New York who is over there. Let's connect with these people. Let's start having informal interviews. But not only for the students, also for the mentors. The mentors, if they want to do collaborations between them, INFI Connects is a great platform to look for people. Where are they located? To which institution they are affiliated, and what is the field of knowledge that they have. So this is how we started INFI Connect. This is a kind like LinkedIn. Most probably for you, you will be like, oh, this is LinkedIn. This is LinkedIn in the way that you can see the profile of everybody, but this is a functional LinkedIn. It's where a lot of students, a lot of professionals want to help each other. So in LinkedIn, it's more like you are following and giving visibility to yourself. This platform, the aim of this platform is to set up real collaborations between all of you and help you with the professional development and connect and start designing projects, collaborations, help each other at mentors levels and mentees levels, mentor-mentee level, professors. So yeah, definitely go for it and try to exploit and get the best from this platform. Okay, so it looks like...
There's another one.
Yes.
We are going to share the full list of mentees and mentors.
Unfortunately, so they are asking if we can share the full list of mentors and mentees. Unfortunately, we cannot do that for information, for keeping confidential the information. The people who want to use the platform, they will voluntarily upload their CVs, their profile, and they can interact with each other, but this is not mandatory, obviously, and we cannot, like institutions, share our list of mentors or mentees and share it with you. So, but you will have the platform and you will be able to collaborate and connect with all of them. And please mark your agendas, because in July, it's almost for sure that will be July 2nd, 2018, we will have our international conference in INFI. This is the 3rd year of the international conference. We are going to create an innovation camp in Spain, bringing people from all over the world, students from 9 different regions of Spain, and we will try to drive innovation, collaboration. We have some funding. We have some news for you that you will hear along all of the program, and we will share it with you. So we are really excited starting this new year, this new calendar year. I'm sure that will be really helpful for your professional development. So please be sure that you check your emails. This is really important. Go to promotions and be sure in promotions that if you receive one email from INFI or IMP, drag it to your inbox and show to your email box that this is important and it's not a promotion. I think that... one more question.
So Andres is asking, I'm on my last year of medicine and I would like to do an internship before entering the specialization. Do you know how I can find grants or other opportunities in order to achieve that?
Yeah, so they are asking a very specific question. Is a doctor who is looking for internships right before start the specialty. What I would recommend is that most probably you are matched also with a person with some MD and background. That will be more appropriate that your mentor answer that question. So yeah, just get the best. Be focused, contact your mentors, be proactive from the beginning, and be grateful. These people are working in the best institutions in the world. They don't have time. You cannot believe they don't have time. And they are willing to help any student like you to achieve your dreams. So be grateful to all of these mentors and to this opportunity and use it. And with this, we can say that this calendar year starts again. So thank you very much to all of you. This is a great pleasure for all of us. I'm very excited. Thank you.